The Protectors of the Wood Adventure Series. Episode number 169. The Jutting Stone. Abby had never been so tired, and yet she couldn't sleep. Lying on the straw mattress in the usual guest room on the second floor, her eyes were wide open in the dark. She felt so wakeful she was terrified.
What if I can never sleep again? What if this is all too much for me? Maybe I'm just out of whack, losing my mind.
Abby felt her heart beating like she might burst out of her skin. Her thoughts kept returning to the overwhelming events of the day. For Wendy apparently did not agree that Abby's mission in Middletown was finished. She had questioned Abby's understanding of the situation, but not her actions or degree of success. In fact, as far as Abby could tell, Wendy rejected the whole failure idea. And she had promised a whole new world. When? Tomorrow. And when Abby had said, "This better be good," Wendy thought that was hysterically funny.
Wendy hardly ever laughs that way. She seems to be certain that her promise will surpass my wildest dreams. But how could that be? I'm lost. If only Wendy would hold me and say everything's fine. Because I just don't see it.
Abby tossed and turned and couldn't stop thinking. Finally, she felt a voice telling her,
"Give it a rest. If Wendy thinks it's so good, well, maybe it is. What if it's so good that it would be lame and misleading to describe it? Why don't you trust Wendy like you used to? Why do you feel so alone when you have her on your side? I mean, she's your spiritual mother. What more could anyone ask?"
I feel my eyes tearing up. Yes, but you've got a point there. Yes, what do I have to fear in Wendy's arms? You're absolutely right. Thank you. But who are you?
You'll have to see over time.
And that was all. Abby's thoughts dropped into dreams. She relaxed into a deep sleep, and the night quietly went by.
Someone's walking around. A bit of light is coming in from somewhere. That must be Wendy, but I'm going back to sleep.
Eventually, Wendy came in and held Abby by the shoulders and kissed her forehead.
"Now, that's enough sleep, even for you. Think of the breakfast I've prepared and the fun we'll have today. More than fun. Take my word for it. We are blessed with such a day."
Wendy shook Abby's shoulder, and Abby sat up and saw a pile of clothes next to her.
"Wear something comfortable, and the place we're going can be cooler than you expect. This is not a hike in the sun on a midsummer day. I'm taking a sweater for you in my bag. I hope those sneakers of yours hold up."
Breakfast included goat cheese and onion omelets and fried finger beans, 2 lemon cukes, and toasted sunflower bread with apple butter. Wendy had already packed a small backpack with food for the day.
Oh, I can't wait.
Wendy rubbed her hands together, and Abby was thinking,
Look at that. Such enthusiasm. She's like Chi-Chi rubbing those hands. Well, they are twins. It's hard to remember because I never see them together. They almost pretend they don't know each other.
After a glass of cider and 2 cups of breakfast mixture, Abby began to absorb the old woman's delight in the coming day. The sun was in her eyes when she stepped out the door. A summer breeze blew in her face.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Abby looked back, feeling defensive.
If I knew what we're going to do, I might know what to bring.
So, how did you get here?
I walked, of course. I know the way.
Wendy drew closer to Abby without speaking. Her dark eyes looked thoughtfully into Abby's eyes.
Oh, I see. That's not quite true. I was scared and confused, and the Mapstick helped me. Plus, I'd never gone to the garden that way. I got lost.
I see. Oh, you're starting to get it. Think, girl, think.
Okay, I understand now. I don't know where we're going. I need help, and the Mapstick is here to help me.
Ah.
Abby walked back into the house to retrieve her staff. She unwound the velvet material and carried it in the open in all its glory. The strangely sandpapery surface, the marvelous lightness, the glowing color, the intricate carving, all were on display as Abby stepped outside into the bright sunshine. The Mapstick brought a rush of energy into her body, urging her forward on a new adventure. She began walking with Wendy, side by side, with no thought of where they were going or who was leading the way. They climbed the gradual slope with ancient beech trees, tall and silver with thick trunks and smooth bark. Almost no undergrowth could find a ray of sun under that ancient forest, and the way was open between the great gray columns. Abby had been this way before, but made no effort to guess their destination. She was just happy to be out walking through land that she loved on a beautiful day. The Mapstick felt like a feather, swinging forward with each step. But at the top of the slope, they came to a limestone ridge about 20 feet high. Massive blocks of stone were piled together as if they had fallen from the sky. Wendy waited for her to choose a direction. Abby was thinking,
Oh no! I was afraid of this. It's some kind of test that Wendy has set up. I'm supposed to listen to the Mapstick or something. But that doesn't work. The Mapstick only helps when I'm not looking for it. It only works if I'm trying to figure it out by myself. Oh, Mapstick, where are you? Where should I go? See? Nothing. Nothing at all. And I can't work on the problem because this is Wendy's test. I don't know what I'm trying to solve. I'll have to ask. So, Wendy, where are we going?
You're going the right way.
But we can't climb that thing.
Who said we have to?
That looks like a colossal mess of a stone wall to me. No way over it, no way through it. Although straight ahead there's that strange shelf, like a chair for a giant.
Abby studied the ridge to check out this odd feature. A flat stone about 12 feet wide and 3 feet thick, sticking out of the rocky ridge about 4 feet off the ground. It made a shelter she had noticed, but never examined before. But now she was intrigued and went down on one knee for a closer look. A phrase came to mind. The jutting stone. When you go down under jutting stone.
Is this the jutting stone?
Wendy looked at her in surprise, a kind of gleaming, insightful look.
Oh ho! Learned in the lore of ancient times, I see.
What? Me? Certainly not.
Where did you get that phrase then?
I don't know. It came to mind. I must have heard it maybe as a child. So, you're telling me this is the jutting stone? I wish I knew the rest of the rhyme. It's a rhyme, isn't it? When you go down under jutting stone.
Yes, it is. You must know it too. It's a charm. Advice from long ago.
One line is all I can think of.
We've got a big day. Let's see if the rest of it comes back to you. Now, look inside.
Jutting stone, following the way alone. Very few have found the way from the stream of ghosts back to open day. A warning everyone should know, there is no safe way to go. Invisible door, I'll tell you true. It depends on what's inside of you. Look for the stone that's on the wall. If you're the one who hears the call, don't forget when the voices start. Inside your heart, they come from the lake of broken hearts.
Trillions of living things are everywhere around. Our lives are all planted deep into the sacred ground. There's everything to love and everything to fear. It's planet Earth in the universe and nature lives here. It's planet Earth in the universe and nature lives here. It's planet Earth in the universe and nature lives here. It's planet Earth in the universe and nature lives here. And nature lives here.